We are a country of mythologies. I mean, our entire culture is built on, the concept of storytelling. And one of the very powerful stories that's been used recently and is being used for a very long time to as a guide is the story of Ramayana. Right, so the whole concept of Ram, Rajya and the ideal story that a society should be built upon, that's what we are being told, and that's the current narrative that's happening. So we all have heard of Ramayana. All of you have heard of Ramayana. So I just quickly want to have a little perspective on Ramayana. What do you think Ramayana is a story about? I'll make it easier, right? When I say the word Ramayana, what is the first word that comes to mind? When I say what you feel when I say the word Ramayana, what comes to your mind? Sincerity. Idealism. Family. Utopia. Yeah, okay. I was very curious about Ramayana recently, and I wanted to have a look deeper into the structure of this story. The center figure of Ramayana, when the Ramayana starts, and because of that the Ramayana happened, is not Dasharatha, or Keke, or Ram, or Sita. The central figure of the story, the main protagonist, who is actually you can call it the hero of the story or the catalyst of the story, is a woman called Meenakshi. Meenakshi was a beautiful woman born in Lanka. She had wonderful eyes, black hair. She was one of the ideal beauty for Lanka as a princess, who later came to know as Surpanakha. Right? She was called Surpanakha because Surpanakha is actually the meaning of the name, and Surpanakha means the nails as hard as shell. The other name she was popular with is called Chandranakha, nails as white as moon. She is the main reason why Ramayana happened, right? Surpanakha was born in Lanka. She had a brother called Ravan. She was one of the child who was kind of ignored. That grew something inside her, made her feel very rebellious towards the society and her family. And that feeling grew as she grew up. And she ended up marrying. She was married before she met Ram and Lakshmana. She married a person called Mrityunjaya, who was one prince from the Danav clan, and Ravan was the prince from the Asura clan. So Ravan was not very happy with this marriage. Ravan was already married during that time. He was married to Mandavati. But when Ravan went to meet Surpanakha and her husband, he realized that the husband actually wants to kill him. And he killed her sister's husband when came to realize that fact. Now, after killing the sister's husband, Surpanakha went crazy. Completely, like she was like. So she became completely against Ravan. She left Lanka. She started roaming around the jungles of South India, and during one of those trips to the jungle, she came across two very young, beautiful, handsome, and charming prince from Ayodhya, Ram and Lakshmana. And their wife Sita. Now she was already widowed, and she was kind of, her character is shown as being somebody who is kind of a loose character, and the whole story that I will not go deeper into that, how she got her nose cut there and then she went. When she came back, she realized that the only person who can actually kill Ravan is Ram. It was Surpankh's story, it was her plan to provoke Ravan to love, to fall in love with Sita, her own married brother. She provoked him, she went to Ravan and she told him she knew his weakness for women. She went to him and she told the beauty of Sita. A very similar plot is in the movie Padmavati as well, where this Pandit goes to the guy who's portrayed as Khilji, who's portrayed as Ravan. So she went to Ravan, Ravan comes and kidnaps Sita, and then rest follows and he's killed by the enemy. But there is another very interesting facet to Ramayana. In the whole story, the whole narrative of Ramayana, everybody's character is finally assassinated. There is no idealism in the story. The people who suffer the most in the story are women. From the gap of Dashrath, from Kaushalya, whose son left her, to the wife of Lakshman, Urmila, whom nobody talks about. Right? Lakshman went with Ram, and they warned me, my brother, and my bhabhi, we are all going to go to the jungle, but I will not take my wife with me. She was married to that man. She remained loyal to Lakshman for 14 years. Right? Nobody talks about her. In this story, by the end of it, Ravan is killed, Mandodari is widowed. Then when Ram comes back from Lanka, his character is changed. He is asking Sita for the proof of her virginity. And then finally, he sends his wife, who is pregnant, to jungle. Right? Now all that happened because of one figure, one character in the story, that is Draupadi. Right? Which brings me to a kind of a Greek conclusion from the Greek perspective, right? From the Greek theatre perspective and philosophical perspective, is that tragedy is what Ramayana is all about. Right? Now, if Ramayana is a tragic story, are we ready to build our society on a tragic story? Do we want to evaluate, do we want to reflect the same character on ourselves from the characters of Ramayana? Where everybody is suffering, there is not a single character which is left untouched and whose character does not have duality. So it's a tragedy. Now Greeks say the tragedy has three elements to it. I'm just going to calculate it. So the Greeks say three concepts of tragedy. One is called the uncontrolled arrogance or the ego, okay, which is called hubris in Greek, right? And hubris is the cause that becomes hamartia, which literally means the tragic flow, the fatal flow of the characters. Finally, these two things leads to the conclusion of the story, and that is called nemesis, which means the catharsis of the characters in the story, right? Hubris, hamartia, and nemesis are three elements of tragedy, which very well fits in the story of Ramayana. So Ramayana is actually not and a hybrid story. It's actually a revenge tragedy of Sukkot.
Wonderful.